Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this exclusive webinar with UMCH. Today's webinar will be going on for 1 hour. In the first 30 minutes, we'll have the presentation and then we'll move on to the Q&A session. During the Q&A session, you can type your questions and we'll be answering them for you. So today we have Ms. Vivian and Mr. Faisal from UMCH. Over to you now.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Nice to talk to you all. My name is Vivian. I'm from UMCH as academic advisor, and this is my colleague.
Yeah, my name is Faisal. Hi to everyone as well, and I'm also a academic advisor here at the UMCH. And today we are, happy to be able to give you guys some more information about our university and about the program that we offer here on campus in Hamburg, Germany. And without further ado, we'll get straight into the presentation, and I'll have my colleague share her screen. Okay. Put it in presentation mode. Perfect. Then, yeah, over to you, Vivian, and then you can get going.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Faisal, for the introduction. So in today's meeting, we will talk about our university, our campus in Hamburg, our study concept structure, student life, obviously tuition fees, and also we have the preparatory courses for you to get well prepared for our entrance exam. And last but not least, we will also talk about admission procedure. So here, as you can see, this picture is our main campus in Târgu Mureș, in Romania. And UMFT basically is our mother university, and UMCH is the international branch. And we are based in Hamburg, Germany. And if we talk about UMFT, it's a Romania State University and already have more than 80 years teaching history. And UMCH, we are located in Science City, Bahnfield, and is a very central area with very convenient public transportations. Every year we have around 200 study places, one intake per year, that is winter semester in September. So it is a first come, first serve principle. So be ready to prepare and also apply as early as possible. And our campus is very big, very modern, digital, and state-of-the-art with around 8,000 square meter teaching areas. And our campus is very international with more than 40 different nationalities coming from all over the world. And we partner with more than 30 different teaching hospitals, not only in Germany, but also Spain, Malta. So this is another shining point of our program because we offer this from the third year onwards to train you as a real doctor and apply what you have learned in the real practice in our teaching hospitals. Talking about accreditation and the international recognition is very important as a doctor. So we are accredited by the Romania Agency for Quality Assurance in Higher Education hierarchies. On the other hand, we receive the highest possible status H+, distinguished by ANABIN. So in simple words, it means that our program, our university, not only meeting the quality standards in Germany, but also across Europe. After 6-year medicine study, you will receive the human medicine degree, and which corresponds to the professional qualification listed in Annex 5. It means that if you wanted to, in the future, work outside Germany or other countries in Europe, that is possible because it serves the basis for you to obtain a license to practice medicine in the countries you wish. And we are also listed in the World Directory of Medical Schools, and which makes it possible for you to attend some national medical exams in the country you wish to practice. For example, in US is USMLE, but like for EU and UK, it's very straightforward. With the language requirement, with our degree, you can apply for the license and practice in those countries. We use ECT, credit transfer and accumulation systems. Every year, we have around 60 ECT credits, and upon 6-year study is 360 ECT credits. Now I have a video for you so you will have a vivid picture about our campus. Hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to UMCH in Hamburg, Germany, a hub of academic excellence and innovation. At UMCH, we offer a dynamic academic environment with engaging lessons, interactive workshops, and a variety of events designed to enhance your learning experience. It's impossible not to make friends and broaden your horizons. With over 800 students from 40 nations, you are now part of a big family. The degree program, which is taught in English, is accompanied by free German courses on campus. These will prepare you perfectly for life in Germany and the practical phases in one of the German teaching hospitals. Over 30 teaching hospitals in Germany and Europe provide hands-on training, ensuring our students gain practical skills alongside theoretical knowledge. From the 3rd year to the 6th year, you will also immerse yourself in the practical phases and quickly gain practical experience that will bring you closer to your dream. Equipped with the latest technology, our campus supports cutting-edge research and advanced learning, featuring modern labs, simulation centers, and digital classrooms. Through our Reach Higher program, we empower students to achieve their full potential, offering mentorship and career guidance. And here's a message to you, dear parents. We would also like to invite you to attend exciting Reach Higher lectures at our campus. Our event team will be happy to talk to you. With our FEM Club, Female Empowered in Medicine, we are delighted to invite strong women with their expertise to campus and welcome them. UMFST UMCH Days bring together students, faculty, and industry leaders for a series of inspiring talks, workshops, and networking opportunities. Did you know that you can choose your teaching hospital from the 2nd year onwards? At the UMFST UMCH Days, many medical directors and doctors will introduce themselves to you personally. This makes us unique, and you can expand your network. We are honored to host high-ranked guests and experts from around the world, providing our students with unique insights and perspectives. Located in the heart of Hamburg, our campus offers easy access to the city's renowned landmarks, vibrant neighborhoods, and a thriving cultural scene. Look forward to the 2nd largest city in Germany. Life in Hamburg is safe, very idyllic, and you'll find something to suit every taste and hobby. Insider tip: Hamburg has its own beach, and the Baltic Sea and North Sea are only 1 to 2 hours away. You live in a region where many people like to go on holiday. Join us at UMCH, where your journey to excellence begins. Discover, learn, and grow with us in one of Europe's most livable cities. We look forward to meeting you. Welcome to UMCH.
Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. And talking about our study concept is very future-oriented. We offer the 6-year medicine program in English. And actually, we are also the first one in Germany to teach medicine in English. So which makes your access to be a doctor much easier because we don't require German language. And our study model is very practice-oriented with instruction in small groups, means that each of the class has around 20 students. So means that you can really participate in every class activities, have direct access to our 3D anatomy tables, and also do experiment in, for example, in our biology and chemistry laboratories. And we also offer clinical practical training in German and international teaching hospitals. And what makes us very different from other universities is that you can start from the 3rd year onwards to practice and also have trainings in our teaching hospitals. And if we're looking at other universities, they only offer this at the final year. Our campus is very state-of-the-art, very digital, as you can see from the video already. We not only offer top quality education, but also best possible service. For example, we partner with our accommodation providers for the hospitality and housing. In case you have difficulty find accommodation, please let us know. We're happy to support as well. So upon graduation, you will have the possibility to practice medicine in Germany, but also pursue your PhD study at UMCH. As we talked about it earlier, our degree is automatically recognized in EU and many other countries, and also enables eligibility to take USMLE and other national medical exam in those countries that you wish to practice in the future. Here, I would like to share with you a fact. Germany really need a lot of medical staff, and it's also a very well-paid profession worldwide. So quite often, when the students at UMCH practice in our teaching hospitals, they receive job offers at the 5th year sometimes. So as you can see, it's really a promising future career. And since it's very well paid, so at the graduation, the students can apply for EU Blue Card, and after 1.5 years, apply permanent residence in Germany. That is our students quite often do as well. And to apply at UMCH, no German language required, no English certificates required because we have our own admission exams, no pre-med, no foundation year required. So we wanted to say that we really want to support your doctor dream, because being a doctor is not very easy, but it's like a very promising dream, and we wanted to support and achieve your dream. Study structure. So we have 2 semesters per year, and each of the semester have around 14 weeks. From year 1 and 2, you will learn the theory in our campus in Hamburg, and from year 3 and 6 is a combination of theory and also hands-on training in our teaching hospitals. And as you can see from this study structure, so it has preclinical subjects from 1st to the 4th semester, and from the 5th to the 12th semester is the clinical subjects alongside the theory study. And during summertime, you will also have the chance to have 3 to 5 days summer module and experience different levels of medical practice and internships, experience different shifts of 12 hours per year. That is very important to be a doctor as well. And at the end of each module, you will be tested either by multiple choice or practical examinations, and then finish the final examination, write the thesis, and you will be successfully graduate from UMCH. I would like to show you a sample timetable. So as you can see, each of the semester has around 2 modules. At the end of each module, you will have the exam directly. And in this way, you can really focus on the subjects and learn deep, get well prepared for the exams, and also release the pressure to have all the exams at the same time. So that is the good thing about our timetable. This page is our different teaching hospital pictures and overviews. As you can see that we have different teaching hospitals across Germany, and you can do hands-on trainings here, internships, and also experience different kind of shifts. If we look at here the structures, so alongside the theory study, you will have different kind of practices and trainings in, for example, internal medicine, surgical, and various medical specialties. And now I would like to show you a video. This is our students' experience in our teaching hospital, so we'll enjoy it.
Hello, my name is Julika and this is Marina, and today we will show you around a teaching hospital, the Deaconess Foundation Hospital here in Speyer. Have fun! Here at the Deaconess Foundation Hospital Speyer, we students are offered a variety of opportunities to expand our knowledge and horizons. In addition to attending the morning meetings, we are taught specialist content and seminars on a regular basis. We also take part in courses and workshops in which we can acquire new theoretical and practical knowledge in group work, which we can then deepen in our own computer room. Moreover, the hospital's doctors regularly take the time to explain various issues to us in person. We not only have the opportunity to be present during the taking of medical history, physical examinations, therapeutical recommendations and operations on a regular basis, such as this cardiac catheterization. We also get the opportunity to get hands-on and use our practical skills, for example, by performing sonography on patients with different clinical pictures or during surgical intervention. In addition to many other excellently equipped specialist departments such as anesthesia, intensive care and emergency medicine, the Deaconess Foundation Hospital also features a department for gynecology and obstetrics. Here, expectant and new parents are cared for 24/7. In order to document a catalogue of activities, we maintain logbooks. These are meticulously maintained and provide both our students and the teaching hospital staff with a frame of reference on the current status of our newly acquired skills. During lunch breaks, we go to the spacious cafeteria of the teaching hospital. However, if the weather is nice, we prefer to enjoy our lunch in the green terrace area. There is also a small park on the ground, which is a great place to unwind and relax. For our accommodation, the hospital provides a shared apartment in the immediate vicinity. Here we can refresh newly acquired knowledge while learning or enjoying game nights together. The city of Speyer also offers many opportunities for leisure activities. In addition to a beautiful old town around Speyer Cathedral and the numerous opportunities for excursions in the Vorderpfalz and Rhein-Neckar regions, the banks of the River Rhine are also a popular place for us to spend our spare time.
Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. And now I would like to hand over to my colleague Faiza.
Yeah, so thank you, Vivian. As was mentioned in the beginning, obviously after the 6-year program, you can also proceed to doing your doctorate at the university. And if you would like more information on that, you can obviously get in touch with the admissions team, and they will be more than happy to give you more information on that. And seeing, as we offer medicine, academic research is an important pillar of, medical studies. And we obviously encourage research. We encourage our students, if they do have any interests in particular areas of medicine that they would like to research, or they would like to have the material or the opportunity, then obviously we do support them in every aspect of that. And as you can see on the page, these are just some of the areas of research that our students are involved in. And obviously, if the time comes when you're here on campus and you have a particular liking to a field, then you can directly approach the professors and they would guide you in the right direction. Now, coming to academic support that we offer here on campus, obviously we do have the educational coaching on the one hand, where our advisors will help the students when it comes to issues related to their career development. So obviously that includes assessing, the students' strengths and weaknesses, and then based on that, developing goals for them and strategies, and then guiding them into the right direction when it comes to their career and later choices in the future. And then we also have the subject-related consultation hours, which is basically like a open door policy where the students have access to the professors, before, during, and after the lectures. So the process is pretty simple. They book an appointment on our platform with the professor, and then the professor will take the time out to explain whatever needs explaining, or maybe the student, didn't understand something during the lectures, and then the professor will be more than happy to sit down, take the time out, and teach them so that everyone or all the students in the class, they progress at the same speed and that nobody's left behind. Now, coming to living in Hamburg. So we don't have accommodation on campus grounds, and but we do have accommodation providers whom we have partnered with, and they have their facilities, scattered around the city. Some are closer to the campus, some are further away. But given how, well Hamburg is connected public transport wise, it doesn't really matter, where you live because the university is accessible to everyone. And our student ambassador currently here with us as well can maybe, tell you guys how she found an apartment and what the process was like.
Yeah, Suhani, over to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Suhani. I'm a second year student at UMCH. And about the accommodation, so I live in one of those. It's called I Live, and all these apartments that is offered a studio apartment, okay, and it comes fully furnished. And the best thing about this is like there are grocery stores around, and a lot of UMCH students stay in most of these accommodations, like urban living, like I live, and it's safe because firstly there are cameras, and also because you are surrounded with the same people that you go to the university with. Whenever you travel in the bus, there is always somebody there, and it's easier to commute as well as just one bus that takes 10 minutes to reach the university. Even from the FIZ and the other agencies, housing agencies, it's not that far. And all of them are studio apartments as well. And like I said, there are grocery stores. At near urban living, there are 3. So, whenever you want to go shopping, you can. And every accommodation offers a common lounge and study rooms. So if you want to study at your home, and you can go downstairs and study with your friends in groups and practice there as well. Yeah.
Good, thank you for that, Sahani. And yeah, so as part of you being a student here at the university, you'd also receive what's referred to as a Germany ticket, which is basically a public transport ticket, which enables you to use the public transport not only in Hamburg, but also use the regional trains that connect the different cities, and also then the public transport in different cities across Germany. And obviously, with that, you could take, day trips on the weekends, or go for a weekend trip with your friends, and then have no worries about, commuting back and forth to the different sites in each city. The Erasmus. So, I mean, Erasmus, for those that don't know, is basically a program that enables you to gain experience abroad and, brighten your horizons, and also get to meet new people and gain insights into new countries and new cultures. And again, here as well. So if an Erasmus exchange program is of interest to you, then we would highly recommend that you get in touch with us. Or you can also do that once you've started here, obviously, and then we can definitely, guide you in the right direction and help you out with everything related to Erasmus. Now, coming to the tuition fees. So obviously, we are the international branch of a European state university, but we are a privately run campus here in Hamburg, Germany. And the fees are as follows, as can be seen on the screen. For those that are applying from the EU, and that also includes the UK and Switzerland, and also the Scandinavian countries, the semester fee is 14,900 euros per semester. And obviously we have 2 semesters per year. Excuse me. And applicants from outside of that area, it's 17,400 per semester. Now, a lot of international students, or expat kids that live across the world, they usually have double citizenship. So if you do have European citizenship as well, then obviously the EU fees will be relevant for you. But then there is also a one-time application fee of 595 euros, and a one-time enrollment fee of 4,500 euros. But since a couple of weeks until the end of the year, everybody that's applying to our program will save themselves the application fee of 595 euros. Now, two questions that we ask when we talk about the fees is number one, what happens if the fees increase? Will that affect me? And the answer is no. So you will be paying the same fees throughout the entire duration of your studies. And then, so there's nothing to worry about that. So even if the fees do increase, it's only relevant for the new students.
Yeah, so here we want to emphasize this special Christmas offer. So if you apply through our agency partner like Quadri, so you will save this 595 euro. And in this way that, I hope you can benefit from this. Just make sure that you submit your application by the end of December. It's possible that you may write the admission exam in January or February. Just make sure that your application submitted by end of December, then you will benefit from this special offer.
Now, alongside the 6-year medical program that we have, we also offer two types of foundation programs on campus that take place multiple times throughout the year. We have the 12-week version and then the 3-week version. So coming to the 12-week one, it's a 3-month course that can either be done on campus or online. And the course covers, several subjects such as biology, chemistry, physics, biochem, anatomy, maths. And also the good thing about a 3-month program is that it also prepares you for our entrance exam. So this course is basically relevant for two types of people. So on the one hand, you have someone that's not really sure if they want to study medicine and they want to get initial insights in and see what it's like, what they can expect for the next 6, 10, 12 years, because medicine is a life learning subject. And then during the 3 months, you get, that initial contact with certain subjects, with the professors, with the university environment, and then you can confirm to yourself if, medicine is really something for you or not. But then the foundation course is also relevant to those students that already know that they want to do medicine, but they want to ensure that they have a solid foundation before they start their studies, and they are able to, build, 6 years or 10 years of medical studies on their foundation. So the course is available to everyone. And like I said, you could do it either online or on campus. And then the 12-week one, the next one, will be taking place in February. And the good thing there as well is if you do take part in the course, your study spot will be reserved for you for the duration of the program, and then you can take the entrance exam after you finish the course. And up until now, we recently did a survey and we found out that there has been 100% passing rate for those students that have done the foundation program and then taken the entrance exam afterwards. Nevertheless, there is also a 3-week foundation program, which basically covers, biology, chemistry, and physics, and that's more of a crash course. And again, that is basically maybe you dropped one of those subjects in high school and, you just want to refresh your knowledge. So that opportunity is also there for you to take advantage on. And Sohani, I believe, did the foundation course online, so maybe she can, share her experiences on how the course was when she did it online.
Yes, certainly. So I had done the 12-week course, and it was, of course, before I got the admission. And the reason why I chose this course was to actually get to make my admission process smoother. Taking it online and doing it offline wasn't that much of a difference, because the professors, they made sure that as an online student I get enough attention to study and also answer in class, and even if there were some Wi-Fi issues, the professor made sure that he was repeating the information so that I can learn. And another good thing was that because this course prepared me for my admission exam, I was able to get a seat in the university. And Yeah, and I was prepared for it beforehand. So if there's anyone who's willing to apply for this university, then I would recommend this course definitely because uh, you get to brush up on your topics in 12 weeks and learn and also see how the university system works because we have it online, our notes, and it are uploaded online, so it helps you to learn about the university and also interestingly make friends because the friends that I made in my medical foundation course are still my friends now in the university. So when you join the university, when you come here in Hamburg, you already know people who are going to start the course with you, which is really nice. Yeah.
Great, amazing. And yeah, so this is basically just a sample timetable, but we can obviously send you more information on that if there is interest from your side. Just give us a short email and we'll be able to provide you with the timetable, with all the information and the application form if you are indeed interested in taking this course. We can skip this. This is just a question and answer session, but we have Suhani here who spoke of her experiences. And now, last but not least, coming to the admission procedure. So the good thing about our application process is that it's all done online, and it's a pretty straightforward and simple process. You would, register yourself firstly on our application platform. You would create your profile, fill in all the necessary information and upload the required documents. You'd have a checklist, and then you can see exactly what you need to upload. And then once everything has been completed and you've submitted your application, our colleagues in the document team will have a check. And if you receive positive feedback, you will then be able to have the opportunity to apply or register yourself for the online entrance exam. If you go to that. Yeah, so the online entrance exam is basically two parts. There's a brief evaluation in the beginning, which consists of a multiple choice test in biology, chemistry, and general knowledge. And then the second part of the test is a 20-minute motivational based interview in English. It's all done online. Our entrance exam dates take place on a regular basis every 2 weeks. And we also offer you guys the opportunity to have individual appointments in case you're not able to join at the set dates. But during the interview, this is what I want to emphasize. So the questions are usually based on what the interviewer sees in your CV or letter of motivation. And during the interview, your level of English will also be assessed. So that's why we don't require any English language proficiency certificate as part of the application documents. Yeah, so to summarize all of that, you can apply, sorry, 2 years in advance for your study spot. And we also give conditional acceptance. And, so you don't need to wait until you've, received your final high school diploma. We always emphasize, applying in advance, and then you have your study spot, you do your final exams in high school, and then you're good to go in September. And like I said, everything can be done online. You don't need to travel anywhere. And in the beginning, it's sufficient for you to upload your documents as scans onto the platform. And then after you've accepted the study offer, we would then send you a checklist of which documents need to be sent to us as a hard copy and how they need to be prepared. So yeah, we do have a dedicated document team that help applicants with all of these processes. These are the upcoming exam dates. So obviously, in December, we have the 11th, the 14th, and the 16th. And then again, the first exam date for the year 2025 will be on the 7th. And then, as I said, usually it's every 2 weeks. And we also have at least one Saturday appointment per month. And yeah, so once your profile has been submitted, you then, can register for the upcoming dates as you wish. And then, yeah, it's about preparing and then hopefully, smashing the exam and getting your study spot. Now, another topic is the topic of transferring. So transferring is possible But what you do need to note is that it's a case-by-case evaluation, and then you would need to make a formal transfer request, and then we would expect you to send your transcript of records in English, the syllabus or curriculum of your current university that you're in, and then everything will be handed over to our dean, who assesses the case and then ultimately decides if a transfer is possible, or if you can have certain subjects recognized so that when you do join, you're not repeating stuff that you've already done previously. Yeah, so I think this is the last video in the presentation, and it basically just talks about the university and the city of Hamburg. So have a look at that, and then we can proceed to the question and answer session.
Unlock your future in medicine with Germany's strategic location advantage. Experience a unique opportunity where students not only gain invaluable knowledge during their studies, but also receive enticing job offers, paving the way for specialized career paths. Picture this: a seamless transition from student life to a well-compensated role as a medical assistant, addressing the pressing shortage of doctors in Germany. Your journey begins here, where academic excellence meets lucrative prospects in the heart of Europe. Embrace the freedom to choose your specialization post-graduation in Germany, a distinct advantage unmatched by other countries. Unlike elsewhere, Germany empowers you with the liberty to select any specialization that aligns with your passion and career goals after completing your studies. Your journey doesn't end at graduation. It evolves into a personalized pathway of professional growth right here in Germany, where your aspirations are truly valued and nurtured. Welcome to the UMCH. Embark on your journey to becoming a medical professional seamlessly with UMCH, where the dream of studying medicine becomes a tangible reality. Say goodbye to the complexities of undertaking an undergraduate or foundation year, as UMCH provides a direct path to pursuing medicine in English. Distinguished as a top-ranked university recognized in the European Union, USA, UK, UAE, and many other countries, UMCH boasts a cutting-edge, digitally advanced campus that sets the stage for a transformative educational experience. The university offers a comprehensive 6-year degree program in medicine conducted entirely in English and infused with an international campus ambiance. Immerse yourself in the world of anatomy with our state-of-the-art 3D anatomy tables. Explore the human body in unprecedented detail through interactive visualizations. Enhance your exam preparation with recorded and streamed lectures, giving you the flexibility to revise at your own pace. At our institution, we prioritize innovative learning tools and flexible study options to empower your academic success. One of the key advantages of choosing UMCH is the streamlined process towards obtaining your medical license directly upon graduation. The degree earned at UMCH is automatically recognized in the European Union and numerous other countries, providing you with a global qualification. Seize the opportunity to fulfill your aspirations in the field of medicine at UMCH, where academic excellence meets a forward-thinking international environment. Are you ready to kickstart your academic journey with us? The door to your dreams is about to open, and we invite you to take the first step by signing up for our upcoming entrance examinations. What sets our exams apart? It's a 2-part challenge designed to assess not only your academic knowledge, but also your motivation to excel. The first part is a comprehensive, multiple-choice test covering essential subjects like chemistry, biology, and general knowledge. This ensures you have the foundational skills required for our program. But that's not all. The second part is a motivational-based interview. Here, we want to hear about your dreams, aspirations, and why our program is the perfect fit for you. It's an opportunity to showcase your passion and determination. And remember, the interview is conducted in English, so be ready to communicate effectively. Ready to showcase your potential? Sign up for our entrance examinations now and take the first step towards a brighter future. Your journey starts here. Visit our website to register and let's unlock the doors to your academic success together. Thank you for tuning in. We trust that we've addressed all your queries. Now, by reaching out to us, you're one step closer to turning your dream of studying medicine into a reality. Contact us now to initiate the application process, and let's embark on this exciting journey together. We're here to guide you every step of the way as you pursue your passion for medicine. Don't hesitate to get in touch and take that significant stride towards making your dream a tangible achievement.
Yeah, thanks to the handsome colleague that gave us that overview of the university. And yeah, one important aspect that we need to emphasize is career opportunities. Obviously, going to university and doing the six-year program and studying is all good, but what does that mean after you're finished? Like my colleague Vivian mentioned, Germany, there is a, shortage of medical professionals in Germany. So, being a UMCH student, having studied medicine in English and also, having learned the German language on campus for 6 years, the 3 to 4 years of practical experience that you gain during the program gives you a well-polished profile that makes you very attractive when it comes to employability. But seeing as you've studied medicine in an international environment, working abroad in other countries or working for international NGOs does not become a problem for you in this case. So the opportunities are there. It's just about now you guys, putting in the effort, studying, and making sure you stand out from the rest. Yeah, so that's the presentation from our side. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do have any questions, I think now would be the perfect opportunity to, ask away.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Vivian and Mr. Faisal, for the presentation, and Suhani as well for sharing your insights. So we'll begin with the Q&A session now. Students, as mentioned before, you can type your questions in the Q&A box, which should be at the center bottom of your screen. I can already see a couple of questions pouring in, so we'll begin. The first question is by Sarah. What are the requirements if she's coming from American curriculum?
So the requirements for the American curriculum are that you need to get your American high school diploma, and then you need to complement that diploma either with, SATs, AP, or ACT, and then you would fulfill the, eligibility when it comes to the American curriculum.
All right. Two questions by Awab. First is, does your program include bachelor studies?
Does our program include bachelor students? So, I mean, the program itself is a bachelor and master combined. So, yes, I mean, you would be doing this program, straight after you finish high school. So, yeah, I hope that answers the question. And how do you send your documents? Well, we do recommend, getting in contact with Cadre International, and they would be more than happy to guide you through the process and, fast track your application and, get you into the exam as soon as possible.
Yes. So regarding the documents, Awab, you can contact us. I'll be dropping in our contact details in the chat as well. Next question is by Manya. What about scholarships?
Unfortunately, we don't have any scholarships at the moment.
Okay. Kamran is asking, based on the second 2 semester per year, the fees for international students would be 17,500 times 2.
Correct.
All right. Sarah Vissam is asking, how much would the average studio rent in Hamburg for one student be?
Yeah, I think we could ask Sahani. I mean, if you don't mind sharing, how much do you pay for rent at the building that you live in?
So it depends on the sizes. My room is the smallest, and I pay 715 in total, and but the other accommodations, like depending on the size, the rent increases, and it can go up to €1,000.
All right. Another question by Sarah Wissam. If she's a UK passport holder but stays in the UAE for the last 10 years, does she have to pay the tuition fees for the EU students?
So she has the passport, then I assume she probably also has British citizenship, then she would be eligible for the EU fees in this case, yeah, the 14,000.
All right. Nita is asking about the CBSE curriculum requirements.
The good thing is we do accept CBSE and the curriculum requirements are pretty straightforward. You just need to pass your CBSE and then you would be eligible to take part in our entrance exam.
All right. Question by Tuleb. When is the application deadline for the 2025 intake?
So the application deadline, we recommend all international applicants to apply as soon as possible. For two reasons. Well, first, to secure your study spot because they are limited, and secondly, for you to have enough time to take care of your visa because that part is underestimated by a lot of students, and it does take quite a long time to get the visa for Germany. So instead of giving you a exact deadline, I would say as soon as possible. The latest, I would say, by May, you should have submitted everything and done the exam.
All right. Question by Amama. Does the university qualify for FAFSA for American national students?
I'm not familiar with the term.
Yeah, we will check that and let you know later.
That's the program that they support or they provide. Assistance in terms of it's like a scholarship program, no? So those universities who are eligible for this, they will only get this scholarship, not all the universities, no.
Okay, so we can definitely double check that, and then we can pass the information on to Ms. Sahara, and then you can pass it on to the participant who asked the question.
Yeah, and I can see one more question about the contact details. So I'm just going to be dropping in the contact number and email in the chat. Next question is by Nita. What is the level of preferred German language for the requirements?
So when applying for our program, you don't need any prior knowledge of the German language, because number one, the program is in English, and number two, we teach all our international students the German language on campus. So we offer them, 2 to 3 lessons per week for the entire 6 years. Nevertheless, knowing some basic German before you come here would obviously, make your life a bit easier. But that's also nothing to worry about because, Hamburg is a very international city and you can get quite a lot done just by speaking English.
All right. Question by Basma. After completion of the degree, are you required to pass a local equivalency health exam if you were to practice in Europe itself?
No. So after you finish the degree, there's no extra examination required. You would then, apply for whichever country you go to in the EU. You would apply directly for the medical license, and you would need to fulfill the 3 main requirements, which is number one, successfully graduating from the program, which would obviously happen from our side. And number two, you would need to prove that you speak the local language generally on a B2 level. And number three, you would need to prove that you understand medical terminology on C1 level. So once you fulfill those 3 requirements, you should be issued the medical license.
All right. Jesse is asking, what are the minimum entry requirements for A levels or IB diploma?
So for A levels, you need to have a minimum of 2 subjects, and for IB, you must receive your final IB diploma. So that's very important, and just receiving the IB certificate would not be sufficient enough.
All right. Anthony is asking if he can know about the second option to continue in Romania after 2 years in Germany.
Yeah, so the option is available, but what I would recommend due to only having 10 minutes left for the webinar is if you get in touch with us or with Cardio International, and then we can guide you through the process and how a possible transfer after 2 years would look like.
Question by Sarah, what about dentistry program?
Unfortunately, we don't offer dentistry on our campus here in Hamburg.
Okay. Question by Supreet, how can she register for the admission exam?
For the admission exam, one can register for the admission exam after they've successfully submitted their application, which can be, started, by going to our website and creating the profile. So there's a massive button that says apply now, and then the procedure is straightforward.
I think the best way is to contact us since we are the representative here and we can get you in. No, yes,
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Zohaib is asking about the total expense per year. If the tuition fees was around 34,000 euros, what would the living cost look like overall?
So generally speaking, if we take Sohani's rent, just over 700, and then you would factor in, the food that you buy, the leisure activities that you do. So obviously, it's difficult to give you an exact number because it also depends on your lifestyle. So if you know how to cook, obviously that will save you a lot of money because you'll be cooking at home and not eating out. And but you need to factor in a lot of things. And but I would say with rent and other things, you should look at, an extra 1,200 to 1,500 euros per month as living expenses, and that should cover everything.
Okay. Jesse is asking for EU citizens who are living abroad and graduating in a school certificate from abroad. Are they still considered as European or non-European application?
They are considered as EU applicants. Yeah.
Okay. Anthony is asking, is the NEET exam required?
No, Anthony, no need required.
Question by Wakas. Does the university support with the visa processing?
The university will issue you the visa letter, which is important for getting your visa from the embassy. But the visa itself is the responsibility of the student. However, if you do face troubles from the embassy, we do have a legal department here who would then get in touch and try to solve out any issues that there may be.
All right. Inaya is asking, are there any additional requirements for SABIS curriculum students?
No, Inaya, there are no additional requirements.
No, let me ask that if you are doing your, I mean, A levels, again, you need to have two A levels. If you are doing this one American high school diploma, again, it should be supplemented by SAT, APs, or this ACT. That's all. No, additional requirement for this.
Mhm.
All right. Cesar is asking, how can they submit the documents if the final results of A level will be published on August 2025?
Cesara is a good question. You would obviously apply with your predicted grades and then submit your final results once you receive them. And until then, you would receive conditional acceptance, with the condition being that you successfully, pass your A levels.
Okay. Question by Sarah. Going for the option B, is the degree going to be issued from Germany or Romania?
Romania.
Okay. Amama also wants to know, are there any grade requirements for the two A-level subjects?
The grade requirements are that you must pass the two subjects, and then the next step would be obviously then passing the entrance exam.
All right. Jesse is clarifying about the minimum score that is required for IB diploma, if there's any.
24 points, I believe, is the minimum, yeah.
Yeah. Nadeem, we already answered the question about scholarship. Are there any part-time jobs available for self-financing students?
Yeah, there are many part-time jobs available in Hamburg, and as a student, you'll be classed as a working student. Then you can work 20 hours per week during the semester, and you can work 40 hours per week during the semester break. And there are more than enough jobs that can either be done remotely or on the weekends. For example, you work in a bakery, or you wait in a restaurant, or you do deliveries, which don't require any German skills. So there is something if one looks for it, yeah.
Okay. So now we've answered about the tuition fees and accommodation charges. Let's even the requirements for the British curriculum. Next question is for by Tulib. Is there any way to prepare for the admission exam?
Taleb, yeah. So either you repeat what you've done in high school in the final years in biology and chemistry, or you take part in the medical foundation track and prepare yourself that way. So there's two ways.
Okay. Maheen is asking, how long does the application and visa process take generally?
So the application process, from submitting your application to doing the exam to receiving the study offer, doesn't take, more than 2 to 3 weeks. Obviously, it depends on how quickly you submit your application. And the visa, if applied early on, also the processing times, depend on where you're applying from. But if you, start applying in the summer, then it can take a couple of months' time. So that's why we recommend, taking care of the visa as soon as possible.
Okay. Amama is asking, how do private A-level students apply without the final A-level results as they can't get predicted grades?
If you can't get predicted grades, then you would submit the transcripts that you already have, and then we have a extra form that you would, have the school or institution who's offering the A levels fill out, and then that should be sufficient.
All right. Supreet is asking, what is the minimum grade for a CBSE student?
So the minimum grade is that you pass your CBSE, and then you proceed to the entrance exam, and you pass that, and then you're good to go.
Okay, all right. I think we're gonna skip the requirement questions now because we've already answered them, and the recording is always available, so you can contact us for that. Question by Vakas: is the German language training included in the degree for future career prospects in Germany?
Yes, from the very first day you step foot on campus, you'll be offered German language lessons, and that's available for the entire 6 years. So hopefully by the end of it all, you should be on B2 C1 level, which is, fluent near native level.
All right, Cesar, we already spoke about the deadline. If you would like to know more, you can contact us. Kamran is asking about the full fee of tuition fees. We've discussed that. Jesse is asking, how new is the campus and how many students graduated per year?
So the campus is fairly new, opened in 2019, and our first graduating batch will be this coming summer. So everyone's very excited for that.
All right. Um, okay, question by Sarah. If the degree for option B will be issued from Romania, what is the benefit of taking the degree from Romania?
That is a multi-layered question, which we would be able to answer, outside this webinar, and we'd be more than happy to help you out and clarify what the benefits are.
All right. Okay, Sana says she could not hear the answer to her question, so maybe you can type the question again, Sana. Okay, I can see we've answered over 40 questions. If there's anything else left, students, please go ahead. I think the presentation itself was very detailed. Otherwise, the recording is always available. And
Maybe in the meantime we can ask Suhani to share her experience, Suhani, and where where did you study, Suhani, and which part of India or which part of Middle East you came from, no?
Okay, so I am an Indian. I come from Mumbai, but I was raised in Qatar, which is very near to UAE. And I studied in a CBSE school. So, an Indian school, of course. And then I came to Germany. I did my German language course beforehand, and I had completed all my levels till C1. But of course, our university provides German courses as well. Like I have friends who didn't even know how to say hello in German language when they came last year, and now they are able to speak outside, communicate, and communicate with the strangers, asking the ways and everything. So the German language course offered is really nice, and the professor really wants you to focus on the speaking part more, not just like memorizing things. And coming to like my personal experience in the university, it was really nice. Honestly, the professors are really very helpful. In the first morning 2 hours of the lecture, we all sit down and we study the theory part, and then we're divided into smaller groups of 15 to 20 students, and over there we learn the practical activities. And the reason why I like this university is because of the smaller groups, because if there are smaller groups, you kind of tend to focus more, and even the professors, they all know us by names, and they sometimes, like, the professor also knows your strength and weaknesses and how you actually study. So for me, I study when I'm asked a lot of questions in the class, so it makes me come prepared beforehand, so the professor knows and then she asks questions, and that's how you learn. But there are group activities, we have TBLs as well, so which helps you to learn, and we have exams almost every week, so you are never really completely free. Of course, if you know how to balance, you know it, but you're never really completely free. And it's a med school, so you need to study every single day. having these small exams like midterms in between, they actually help you to keep a track on what you study, and it helps you at the end of the exam, when during the last week of the module, when you're giving the exam, you recall like, okay, this is what I had written before, and you can correct your mistakes. And oh yeah, our university also has scheduled counseling hours in every single day for different subjects that are offered in the module. So say you did not understand anything in the class, in the lectures or the practical activities, you can always go during these counseling hours to the professor and have a one-on-one session, and then get your doubts all clarified. It's even there for the practical, like I said. So I think in one of the videos we had an UMCH table shown for the anatomy. So you can always stay back after your working, like studying hours, go to the counseling and practice on the UMCH table, because eventually your exam is going to be held on that cadaver, on the UMCH. And yeah, these were the nice experiences that I experienced in the university. And coming to the accommodation, it's really comfortable here because I have my own place, and it's fully furnished, so I didn't really have to buy anything except just the basics, like my bed sheets. And yeah, it's easier to travel to the university, like I had mentioned before, and I've made great friends whom I commute with to back and forth from the university. Yeah, so this was it.
Thank you.
Is there's anything else that you have questions on the university or Hamburg, the and about everything else, you can always ask me.
Thank you, Sahani. Okay, I can see a couple more questions. We're still going to be avoiding the repetitive ones because the recordings are available. Question by Kamran: is the tuition fee per semester times 2 for the full year?
Yes, 2 semesters per year, so times 2. Yes, come on.
Okay. Question by Zohaib is: if student is studying in Germany, why is the degree from Romania? I think Zohaib is confused.
Yeah, I think the answer, the question was answered previously as well. But again, if the asker of the question wants more information, then get in touch directly, and we can then explain the process to you.
Right. Nadeem is asking, part-time we discussed was for Hamburg. What about Romania? Is it enough to self-finance in both places, in Hamburg and Romania?
I have no information on that. Then you would need to contact Romania directly and find out what the living situation is like over there.
Okay. We'll take last 3 questions. Naeem is asking about the recording. Naeem, you can contact us. I've mentioned the details in the chat box. I'll do once again before ending the session. So Sana is typing a question again about the requirements. Sana, we've discussed the British A-level requirements. Does the tuition fees include the accommodations? Since the course is done in Germany, will we not get a degree from Germany rather than Romania? So one last time, I think we can answer this.
Yeah, so the tuition fees do not include accommodation. I mean, obviously, accommodation is on top. It's an additional expense that one needs to factor in. And to clarify the degree question, so your studies will be done in Germany, your training will be done in German hospitals, but the degree will be issued by the mother university in Romania. However, it will be mentioned that a student was or did do their studies on the campus in Germany. Now, Germany, Romania, what's important in the end is that it's recognized and accredited by medical councils throughout the world. So as long, one shouldn't, think too much into that. As long as you are eligible to take the USMLE, as long as you are eligible to get your medical license in the UK, in the European Union, in India, in the Gulf, and pursue your career or even do your specialization in those countries, that's what counts, that's what's important. And yeah, so I hope that answers the degree question for everyone.
All right. Wakaz is asking a question for Sohani. How much would be the monthly living expense in Hamburg?
That's hard to answer because, say, my rent is 715 per month, so into 12, and then we also have expenses on your health insurance. Say that would be another. Then depends like which insurance you take. Like I pay 128 per month, so into 12 for that, and. And again, like Sir had mentioned before, it depends on your lifestyle as well. So these two, like your health insurance and your tuition fee, and the third thing is rent. Those are the main things that you will have to pay. And then on your food and other expenses, you can just say like 1,000 euros, 1,200, 500 euros. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sahani. I think we've also answered all the open questions. So if again, if there's anything that you'd like to know more or would like to apply, I'm just going to be sharing the contact details once again in the chat box. With that being said, I think we can wrap up the session over here. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Mr. Faisal, Miss Vivian, and Sohani as well.
Sorry, I have something to say. We have you, like if you want to get in touch and like having other experiences to hear from other students, there's umch.mate on Instagram that you can follow, and you can get to know more students. And I can type down my Instagram as well here, and then if there's any questions, you can contact me on my Instagram, or there are other students available as well.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, Sohani. I've dropped in the tag Instagram handle as well in the chat box, so you can check that. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dr.
Thank
Kazi?
you, Mr. Faisal. Thank you, Vivian, and thank you, Sumani, and thank you all the students. Okay. Hope to see some of them at UMCH. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look forward.
Thank you.
okay. Yeah, thank you guys again for being here. Thank you, Dr. Kadri, for organizing this. And see you guys soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care.